What's good, y'all? This is Courtney, and we're gonna do a quick recap for Doom Patrol Season 1, Episode 11, Francis Patrol. Whew. Let me tell y'all something. This episode had me in my feelings. It had me so in my feelings, y'all. Y'all. We finally saw the end, if you will, of Larry and John. Ooh, that hurt me. And we finally saw the end of, I want to say, of our boy Cliff and the hunt. I guess to be a presence in his daughter's life, to be upfront with his daughter. We had like 3 storylines going on. We had the one with Larry, one dealing with Cliff and Rita, and then Jane and Vic. Let's see what we should do. Let's do with the shortest one first. Let's get Vic and Jane out the way. So we all know Vic is he's suspicious of his motherfucking cybernetics. So he basically took the software out, which is Grid, and basically put it in this old school ass like Betamax, if that's what you want to call it, motherfucking computer. And basically Grid motherfucker spilled the tea and basically said, bruh, you are 63% cyborg. So basically it ain't the outside, it's the inside of his ass. So I like that Doom Patrol that they did it like that, because we see the outside. We know for them to do Vic, to make him this cyborg somewhat compatible to the one in the movies, that's a whole lot of fucking money. And that's a whole lot of CGI. And the Patrol ain't got time for that. DCU ain't got time for that. So they like, how about this? We just make your inside robotic. And so that's basically what they did. And Vic, what he decided to do, he cut his arm up, cut his arm open. Looked, at first he thought he looked at alright, till he went back and pulled some muscle to the side and basically saw, yeah, homeboy is goddamn, he metally. He got a whole lot of metal up in him. Yup. So on the hunt still for the chief, because we know Jane is still looking for the chief. She looking at this basically this clue that Danny the Street dropped of a comic book. There was some ads and it basically brought up Flex Metallo. And so she decided she found Flex old ex-lady, old widow, old ex-wife or whatnot, and told Vic about it. And so they were gonna go and go find what was what, where she at. So they go pull up, look like the cemetery, and they're like, yo, what's what, how long we gonna have to wait? And so basically Cyborg tells Jane what is up with him. And his situation kind of parallels with Jane's, except for the thing with Jane is she ain't got no on and off switch like Vic has. So this look like this couple is fighting outside or whatever, and Jane, she goes to basically stop because it look like this big nigga about to beat this woman and shit like that. And so Vic walks out of the bus, and this woman shows up. We thinking this Flex Metallo's old lady, And she's talking about, look at my elbow. Like, they're like, what the hell is the elbow? And it's a camera, some flashlight in the elbow. Come find out, the man, the couple that were fighting, and that old bitch with the flashlight in the elbow. Come find out they work for the Bureau of Normalcy. And so they done snatch Vic. They done kidnapped our post-op boy, y'all. So that's the end of that one. Now, we're gonna go. Let's do Rita and Cliff. Yeah. So as Cliff finds out that Bump, we all know who Bump is. Bump done died. So, Bump died. He got ate alive, right? By this alligator. So the alligator called Francis. They somewhere in Florida. It's kind of like a herb, it's kind of like a legend in them parts. Francis just eat motherfuckers up. And so Cliff and Rita, they decide they're gonna go there. Basically, they snatch was it Cliff that called Flick? Or was it Rita? Oh, what is it, Rita? And Flick comes. Flick snatches them, teleports their ass teleports their ass to Florida. And they're at this damn this bar called Salty Bumps or whatever. And it's Bumps Bar, his establishment or whatnot. And so they show up. Rita, she goes by her real name, which is Gertrude. And she talks to this redneck dude. And I'm like, girl, listen, I could talk trash all day, but I'm gonna tell you, rednecks, them some rednecks, not all rednecks, but most of the rednecks that I know, that I came across, them some good people. Them some good hearted people. Them motherfuckers know how to eat. They know how to drink. You they friend to the end. If they got they gonna make sure you get drunk. They gonna make sure you well fed, and I'm for real, y'all. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. Girl, listen. The rednecks, most rednecks are good ass people. It's the motherfucking, the racist ass ones that give rednecks a bad day. You know what I'm saying? If you're Southern, then it's a difference. But so homeboys at the bar talking to Rita. Hell, Rita ate about, I don't know, she had about a 30 piece of chicken legs, and homeboy like, ooh, you like to eat, you like to eat. Listen, that redneck dude, he ain't motherfucker looking disgust. He ain't look at her crazy or nothing like that. I think he said he done found him a new wife. And then the funny thing about it was, Cliff bust up in there, and we all know how Cliff looked. They were kind of amazed, but they wasn't staring at Cliff like in disgust or anything. They was like, oh, what is this? Oh, okay. But being that it's Florida, and listen, Florida is its own goddamn entity. Florida is its own beast. I heard somebody say Florida is America's Australia. And I was like, for real? And I was like, Florida is its own beast. I was like, Florida is its own goddamn universe. So, being that them motherfuckers was looking at Cliff and everything, they really, spaz out, then I'm guessing, being that they do got a fabled ass alligator that basically eating people like it's lunch, then I guess so, yeah. It is what it is. Now, Cliff finally sees his daughter. Now, remind you, he hasn't seen his daughter since whenever. Hold up, he did see her. No, he went through a spell. That was a fever dream with that rat, wasn't it? But he sees his daughter. And Cliff is at a standstill. Poor Cliff. Cliff wants to just tell her that I'm here. I didn't die. shit kind of went to shit for the past 30 years. I ain't human no more. You see, I'm in this copper ass tin body or whatever. But, you hear Clara talk about Bump, sing Bump praises, and I'm like this, you can't get mad. You can't be mad. I feel sad for Cliff Cup, but Cliff missed out in all those years of Clara being raised and all that stuff. And I think with Cliff want to jump in and be the father, and I guess in some kind of way erase the years that Bump was actually there for her. You know what I'm saying? Bump took her in, and to be honest, Bump didn't have to do that. But I think Bump did that due to the fact that he loved it. He loved the Cliff. Cliff was his best friend. He loved the Cliff. He probably did love the wife and everything, But all in all, it was the right thing for him to do. And he put his life on hold, like they say, to take care of that girl, to raise her. And that they raised her to the strong, independent woman that she is now. And I honestly believe if Cliff was there, she'll be the same fucking way. Cliff will raise her to be a strong, independent woman and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, homegirl, when she went and did she talked, broke up, did a little speech, a little eulogy and everything, and all the people was there at the bar, and she broke about this watch. So Cliff decided he going to get that watch for her, right? And so they go in the swamp, Rita in a rowboat, Cliff going through the watch, and Rita like, can you just talk to her, tell her everything going, do we have to do all this and all that stuff? And basically the thing about the watch is that was Cliff's watch. He said where he wanted it, how he wanted it and all that fucking shit, but that was his watch. And so Cliff basically had to go and got down wrestle a beast, go into the lion's den, wrestle a beast, and get that watch back for her. He went, brought the watch back. And that was his chance. That was his chance to actually talk to her. But he decided not to. He just left her the watch. And so when she found the watch, she looked at it, and she had this look on her, right? And I'm wondering, with that look on her face, did she put two and two together? I don't know. Did she put two and two together to figure out who that was? It just, the look on her face, I was like, okay, why you look? Oh, you don't figure it out, huh? I don't know. That's just me saying that. That's just me thinking that. Okay, now to what had me crying. Larry and John. Listen here. Doom Patrol, I ain't got time for y'all to mess with my motherfucking feelings, right? I ain't got time for y'all to pull at my heartstrings, you know what I'm saying? I really don't. I don't. So, now this all goes back to, we remember the whole episode, the Giant Patrol. And you remember, the Giant Patrol episode was basically Cliff going in the Giant's brain. The Hair Patrol was Rita and Vic going against the Beard Hunter and his disgusting nasty ass. And this one, the Francis Patrol, it had a lot to do with what was going on with Larry. Basically, it started off what was Larry's body doing while, his soul, I call the negative spirit his soul. While his soul was, helping Cliff get in contact with Jane. He was in Dreamland. And he was there basically in the hotel room. It was a memory. For what I'm gathering, it was a memory of a dream or whatever, and He was there, and his boyfriend, his love, showed up and all that stuff, and they was there, and it was just like a memory dream or whatever. And they cracked jokes. They did the do. But here's my thing with that shit, right? Listen, listen, the first fucking episode of this goddamn show, was it the first 5 minutes? What did we see? Brandon Fraser naked ass hunching. Y'all couldn't show a little something with Matt Bomer and Homeboy? I'm just saying, they both look good and all that shit. Which your show was alright, but I'm just saying. I felt some kind of way. I'm like, wait a minute, that's all we gonna say? That's all we gonna say. I see way more in American Horror Story, but shut up, Courtney. Alright. Lord, my dog, she snoring. She dreaming, y'all. So they talk. Talk back and forth. And then Homeboy Larry, basically tells John that he loves him. And I know that's probably like the first time he ever did it. To be honest, I don't even think he really told him how he felt like in real life. And so, that happens, but he gets snatched out of his dream. And basically this whole episode, he said he wants to spend time with John because something is going on. John keeps saying these slick ass shit that basically letting Larry know that his time is running out. And so he goes back, but it's not to the hotel. It's to this bar. Go to this bar. And the bar, it's a gay bar. And he the way it's looking like that bar, I don't think Larry ever been to that. I'm thinking they was in one of John's memories or dreams or whatever. And so gotta be because all the people he met, Homeboy John knew him. So I'm thinking that's what it was. So Larry don't want to be there. Larry child, Larry is so goddamn closeted that he's even closeted in his goddamn dreams. You know what I'm saying? And so he was acting all awkward. He was acting, strange. And John felt some kind of way. And, even though they danced and all that stuff. And, John peeped it out. And so John was arguing they was arguing. And, John was like, listen, I refuse to spend my last few days, going through shit like this. Just basically like that. And so he up and dipped. And Larry wakes up. He like, what the fuck is going on? And so basically his spirit, his soul leaves clues around the room. And basically the door, the mirror, and something else. When he opened the door and pushed it back, it basically says Erie. Like Erie, Indiana. That's where John is at. So he goes there and goes to the house, and this nurse already knew who he was. And I'm like, damn, for real? I said, so he being new. So damn, he been talking to him and they're talking about him since since whenever. So I was like, wow. He never stopped loving Larry, but Larry had to live his life, you know what I'm saying? So Larry goes there, and goes in the room, and John said basically, the nurse, like, he goes in and out and everything. And you know, homeboy, he wakes up and he knows exactly who he is. And you know, it was just, listen, I am a softie. I get in my feelings. It's just like, you know, as soon as he walked up in the room, and they kind of did this overcast with them. It was like this dream, like overcast, some fucking shit. And you know, he was like, you know, John was like, can we go on the porch or whatever? And so he picks John up and carry him through. And I just like, I started crying. I started crying, y'all. I was like, oh my God. I started crying. I'm like, oh God, Cody, you ain't shit, bro. Man up. I was like, Nah, this is sad, man. This is sad. And so they go on the porch and they talk. And you know, John to live this life, lived a full life. You know what I'm saying? He lived a full life. And all that stuff. And you can basically see, like, cause there's pictures in his room. You know, pictures, I guess, of his partner and all that stuff. And you know, and everything, you see that he lived a full fucking life. And, you know, we find out about, you know, Larry's wife. She died at 89 of cancer. And the boys, you know, I think the boys still think that they dad died or whatever. And, you know, while Larry's talking, and, you know, John, he there, and next thing you know, I'm looking, and it looked like John was nodding, you know, over there, you know, nodding back and forth, whatever. And then next thing you know, you know, his head go there. I was like, oh my God, he's gone. I said, he's gone, y'all. I said, ain't that some shit? And you know, the thing with Larry, he gets up, and, you know, fix the cover around him and all that stuff. Larry's saying, like, you know, homeboy was taking a nap. And I'm like, no, he gone. And all that stuff. You know, I'm glad you was able, you know, get some closure on that. You know what I'm saying? You know, before he died. Because you would have never got that closure, bro. Never got that closure. I'm just hoping with this chapter in his life, you know, over, you know, it's closed, Larry could move on and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so, and basically when he walks from the house, I noticed something about his posture. His posture was straighter. His head was held up higher. You know? It beats like that when you get that excess weight off of you. The guilt, the shame, and all things of that nature. But yeah, y'all. That was it. This was a good episode. Yeah. Tugged at the emotions, y'all. Tugged at the heartstrings like a son bitch, y'all. Woo. Yep. But that's it, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm holler at y'all whenever. Bye.